Evening all, welcome back to Elite. Right, this is the last of our kind of testing of piracy and sniping with Cobra Mark 3s, etc. This was, I just thought I'd show you some of the last of the anomalies that I found. And again, I had a real laugh just going from anomaly to anomaly. But more importantly, there is a newsletter. There is a weekly, I believe, weekly newsletter that's coming out to do with Elite that you should probably all be reading. If you're not part of this project, then maybe look for it, because it's actually quite exciting with seeing what they're kind of looking to do with this game. And I guess I cite it because there's also a little bit of role play in it, so traders and players alike can kind of be can read the Galnet news, which is given over as in if it's you know, written or rather, you know, broadcast in the Elite universe. And what you then do is you then have you can pick up on trades and things. So for example, progenitor cells were banned, so all of a sudden one of the more profitable trade routes became unreliable. It wasn't, you know, you could still sell them on the black market, but it became risky to actually run them because obviously the police would kill you if they found you with them, or fine you very heavily. But that's pretty cool. I like that. So there's going to be this kind of landscape that will continually change, because the worst thing you can have is a market that's not player driven but then is too easy to manipulate. At the moment it's very easy to make money in Elite, or rather it would be in the original games. It was. Now I think it's probably less so, because now really the reality is you need to be kind of keeping on your toes and relying on others, maybe broadcasting what good trade routes are out there. So there's some really good trade tools out there. Definitely recommend giving them a go. But to be honest, yeah, I think it's, you know, this game is really stemming out quite nice. Now, walking around the ships seems to be something that they're looking to do. I know a lot of people have been quite negative, and I think Star Citizen has really made it quite evident that this is going to be a big part of Star Citizen, is that you're a person, you can have a gun, you can walk around the ship, etc. Now I don't think Elite will do it to the same extent, because I don't think we're really looking to create a massive capital ship simulator here, eventually in time maybe. But I think what would be interesting that for Elite to continue focusing on is the ability to make the person a person, so you can actually maybe look around your ship more. Maybe at some point you'll be able to stop and walk around it. You'll be able to put it in silent running mode and maybe cryogenically sleep for a while. You know, that'd be nice. I quite like the idea of that. So I think there's going to be a huge amount of stuff that really will come out as with this game develops. I think this is going to be quite key. Now, walking on planets will be a big one. I don't know if they're going to make walking on planets a possibility, but certainly landing on planets possibly will. I really would like to see more of that. I really would. I'd love to see so much more of that come through. But at the moment, what we have in this game is excellent. There is 50 systems, or 55 systems. There's enough ships to be getting on with. There's enough trade routes to be getting on with. There's enough anomalies for everybody now. So there's enough encounters to go out and really experience this game in its entirety from the get-go, which is really good. It's really nice. That is such a pleasant feeling. I still think there's a lot more that will be coming through that will make the game even better, but I think there's enough weapons, there's enough, you know, things to do. The price isn't too prohibitive anymore. It's $75 or £50. I think it's up to you if you can warrant that. I think if not, just wait for the full game to come out, which I think will be towards the end of the year. But I've got to say, I'm in it now, and I'm loving it now, and I'm enjoying it now. And I'm on board with this game. This game has got me, completely and utterly got me. I was playing earlier with the joystick. You must make sure you watch the next video in this series. You must make sure you do, because I show you using, well, show me using the joystick, and it's pretty painful. I'm pretty terrible at it, but I'm getting used to it, and it's becoming more and more kind of enjoyable to use. So definitely recommend you check out the next 2 videos in this series at least, because we're going to make that a relatively kind of interesting thing to do. Playing with a joystick really opened the game up even more than maybe it did before. It's made it huge game for me now, so it's quite exciting, and I'm loving it. I'm really enjoying it, actually. I think there's something to be said about playing with the right peripherals. The other one to do that maybe we'll do in the near future is the Oculus Rift. But that could mean that I lose myself to the Matrix entirely. And that might be a step too far, but we're looking to do it. We are looking to do it, but I'm not sure how we'll do footage of it. I'm not really sure how we'll convey that experience to you. So we may not. We're not too sure. But we'll see. I mean, I think our biggest kind of motivator at the moment is to keep learning how to play the game and get good at it, and that's what we're doing at the moment. We're still getting used to the combat. It's not the easiest thing in the world. It is like anything, you have to practice to make yourself good at it. And when unfortunately you do stupid things like this, look at that, I actually tried to dock with battle weapons in my cargo. What a knobhead. So basically, yeah, I try and run away, but look at the station wipe me out. I was so gutted. This represented all of my wealth. Now I had like insurance money to buy everything new again, but look what happened. It's so sad. It upset me so much. There's a bug in the game that doesn't allow me to reactivate my Cobra Mark III, and all it will do is give me a free Sidewinder. I was so gutted. My balance was fine. I should have been able to buy everything for 10%, so that Cobra should have only cost me about 25k, maybe 30k. But sadly not, and I lost everything, and it was not enough to even buy a Lakon Type 6 again, so I had to buy a hauler and actually start trading again, or even a Cobra. I couldn't even buy a Cobra, so I got screwed utterly by the game. But do you know what? I just got straight back into a hauler and I started making the money again, and I've now got about 2 million credits, so that will never happen again. But there we go. Hope you enjoy that. Make sure you watch the next video in this series, because it will be very funny watching me play with joystick. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you next time.